everyone, my name is Christine and I'm here to bring you a Vinyasa Yoga Flow class today. Today we're going to start in the center of our mat facing the wide side. Just find a nice rounded space rooting down through all four corners of the feet. Take a nice inhale, bringing the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, release down the spine. Holding here, you can close your eyes, open the palms to the front of the room. And I'm going to start our playlist for us right now. All right, as you're standing here, just start to deepen your breath. Inhaling slow through the nose. And exhaling out the mouth. Just letting go of your morning or your day and arriving here in this space. One more deep inhale. This time fill up completely. Pausing at the top. Exhale, release. And open the eyes. We're going to bring the hands heart center. Step the feet in a little bit closer together now. Maybe even touching those toes or the backs of the feet, whatever is comfortable for your legs. All right, on an inhale, we'll start to rise, pressing the hands up overhead. And just start to bring your left leg alongside the right. We're going to be moving through some variations of tree pose today. Rounding down, finding our balance in our center as we reach up for the sky. Inhale, slide that leg up if you want to, a little bit. Exhale, just fall one arm towards that leg. Little balance challenge, I know. Inhale, come back up center. Then exhale, release everything down to the mat. We're going to take it through to the other side, starting with hands together. Inhale, press up and over the head. Exhale, bring that right foot up the side. Pausing here wherever you're comfortable. You can also keep the toes down to start if you want. Growing tall through the standing leg. Inhale here. Exhale, one arm drops slowly. Side stretch. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. All right, we're going to start to move that as a little flow with the breath. Inhale, arms up, legs slides up. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Moving through to the other side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, rise. And release. Take it through one more time each side, moving with your breath. Breath and body move as one for our Vinyasa Flow today. And if you want to start connecting to that Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nose, with just a little bit of a constriction in the back of the throat, helping the exhale be a little bit audible, which helps to create heat and energy in the body and focus the mind. Bringing your hands heart center. We're going to step to the back of our mat now. So I'm going to step to this side. All right, just finding a nice grounded space once more. Rooting down through all four corners of the feet here. Inhale, arms go up. Finding a full extension through the spine. Exhale, open the arms out to Cactus Pose, lifting the chest and the heart. Inhale, arms sweep up, gaze follows. And the arms go wide, circling all the way down to the mat. We're going to bend the knees, drop to the fingertips, and just rise up onto the toes. If this is a little bit too much for your knees, you can stay right here in a bent forward fold. So from this little yogi ball, we're going to inhale, lift the hips, head stays low. Find a forward fold here. Just relaxing and releasing all tension down off the shoulders. Option to clasp opposite elbows here. Maybe sway side to side a little bit. Just feeling the backs of the legs stretch. Exhale, fingertips move back down towards the mat. On the inhale, hands slide up to the shins, extend the spine, gaze up to the front of your mat. Then walk it out to plank pose. We're going to hold here on the mat, stretching back through the heels, engaging the thighs, wrapping those quads in towards each other, pulling the belly button to spine. Fingertips are wide as you press away from the mat, feeling one line of bright energy stretching all the way from your heels all the way up through the crown of your head. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose as you lower to the mat. And as we lower, we want to make sure that we're not shifting our weight forward, bringing too much tension onto the shoulders, but keeping our balance throughout the body. Palms right by the chest. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower down. Rise onto the toes. Shift the hips high and back, finding downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of our practice today. So go ahead and take any movements that you feel your body would like this morning or this afternoon. Pressing one heel back into the mat and then the next. Lengthening out through the calf muscles. On the exhale, both heels reach down towards the mat. Doesn't matter if they touch. Just finding that length towards the earth. As you reach up with the hips, sink the chest down and press into the palms. One complete breath here. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to start to walk the hands back in towards the feet. Soften the knees as you rise. We're going to take that same little sequence as a flow here. Inhale, arms sweep up, palms touch. Exhale, open up to cactus, lift the heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms swing around and come all the way down to the mat, rising up onto the heels, yogi ball. Inhale, hips go high, head stays low. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to the shins, half lift, extend the spine. Then walk it out to plank pose. Engaging the entire body here, centering the weight as you lower to the mat. Untuck the feet. Inhale, lift the chest, maybe coming up a little bit higher this time. Exhale, lower down. Rise onto those toes, shift the hips high and back. Downward facing dog. And we'll just take that through one more time as you walk your hands back. Soften the knees, start to rise, moving at a pace that feels good to you. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, find that cactus pose. Inhale, rise, gaze follows. Exhale, arms circle around as you rise onto the toes, yogi ball. Inhale, hips go high, head stays low. Exhale, forward folded breath. Inhale, hands to the shins, half lift. Then walk it out to plank pose. Finding that nice strong plank, lower all the way to the mat. Untuck the feet. Third option here is to come all the way up to upward facing dog, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, lifting the knees, lifting the hips, opening the heart. Exhale, use the core to rise onto the toes and pull your body back to downward facing dog. And from here, we'll start our sun salutation beam. Inhale, right leg lifts. I'm going to pause here, squaring the hips, flexing the foot, making sure to pull that right hip down towards the mat as your toes reach all the way down towards the earth. As you exhale, bend the knee, opening the hip to to the wide side of the mat, stacking those hips, heel towards the glute. Inhale, straighten out, gaze to the hands, and right foot steps through to lunge. Back knee lowers to the mat, untuck the foot. Inhale, arms sweep up, Anjalayasana crescent pose. Feel that nice open hip flexor on the left. Exhale, right arm drops, side stretch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. As you lift the back knee, left palm goes down, right arm sweeps up, Dragonfly Twist. Exhale, bring that hand back to the mat. Pivot the back heel down at an angle, maybe walking it in a step or two. Inhale, straighten out through that front leg, chest lengthens towards the right thigh. Intense stretch. Bring those feet together, forward fold, knees bent. We're keeping the knees low, hips low. Inhale, arms sweep up, Leg Tadasana chair pose. Lengthening down through the tailbone, growing tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep one arm back, gaze follows, little twist here. Then come back up to chair pose. Exhale, other arm twist back. And rise. This time both arms come back as you, optional, rise onto those toes, squeezing those shoulder blades behind you. Clasp the fingers here. Open the chest, yes, balance challenge for sure. Exhale, heels lower, legs straighten, arms swing away from the body. Exhale, hands to the mat, forward fold. And I think you'll find, as I just showed, that our balance is different day to day. Some days we might come to a pose and we might easily go right into it. Other days it's a little bit challenging. But yoga is about meeting your body where you're at and taking the time to notice where you're at. Inhale, hands to the shins, half lift, extend the spine. Exhale, bring it back to plank pose. One more option for moving through to down dog. This time we'll inhale, plank. Exhale, lower just to hover over that mat. Inhale, slide through, upward facing dog, knees and hips lifted. Exhale, down dog, hips press back. Starting that same flow on the left side now. Inhale, left leg lifts. Flex that foot, bring the left hip down, right hip lifts, squaring towards the floor. Inhale here, straighten. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip to the wide side of the mat. Inhale, straighten out. Square the hips, gaze to the hands. Exhale, left foot steps through this time to lunge. Bringing that back knee down, untuck the back foot. Arms sweep up. Anjalayasana, low crescent pose. Exhale, left arm drops, beautiful side stretch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands frame that front foot, lifting the back knee once more. Right hand stays down. This time, left arm goes up. Dragonfly twist, gaze follows towards the fingertips. Straightening out through that back leg. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, step feet together, keep knees bent. Hips low, arms sweep up, Leg Tadasana chair pose. Exhale, left arm sweeps back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right arm sweeps back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both arms sweep back. Rise onto those toes. Clasp the fingers together. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest. Exhale, drop down. Arms swing away from the body. Hands lower to the mat. Inhale, slide to the shins, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Find your version of chaturanga to downward facing dog. And we're going to take that same flow, one breath, one movement each side, starting with that right leg. Here we go. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, straighten out, gaze to the hands. Then step through to lunge. Back knee lowers, release the foot. Inhale, arms sweep up. Low crescent. Exhale, drop right arm, side stretch. Inhale, rise, gaze up. Exhale, hands frame. Straighten the back knee, left palm down. Inhale, right arm twist. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten the leg as you tip that back heel down. Come through to lunge. Inhale, hands, feet together. Arms sweep up, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, left arm sweeps back. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, left arm. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both arms back. Find that balance stretch here. Clasping fingers, open the shoulder blades, lift the chest. Exhale, heels lower, legs straighten, arms swing away. Inhale, arms go back down, and then up to the thighs, half lift. Exhale, step it back to plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way, or just to hover. Slide through. Come back to downward facing dog. We've got one more side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend and open the knee. Inhale, straighten and square, gaze to the hands. Left foot steps through, find that low lunge. Back knee down, untuck the foot. Inhale, arms sweep up. Then exhale, left arm lower, side stretch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands frame front foot. Find that lunge, right palm down, left arm up. Exhale, frame. Inhale, drop that back knee. Now we're going to stay on this side a little bit longer because I forgot it the first time. So don't worry, I got you. All right, find that stretch, wrapping that chest towards the left thigh. Breathe into the stretch here. Exhale, bend knee. Inhale, feet step together, arms sweep up, Utkatasana. This time, variation, hands come heart center, sink down. We're going to twist the right elbow outside that left knee. Gaze can go to the left side of the room, just past your fingertips. Inhale, come center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Squeezing the abdominals onto the thighs. Inhale, rise. Hold here, low. Arms sweep up. Utkatasana, last time. Exhale, forward fold over straight legs. Inhale, half lift. Then step it back to downward facing dog. So skipping that chaturanga this time. Holding downward facing dog. You can also grab a drink of water at this point or take a child's pose. We're going to take a couple breaths here and then move on to our sun salutation C and our peak pose tree. All right, when you're ready, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, crunch to the outside of the right tricep. Inhale, lift back tall. Exhale, this time crunch outside that left tricep, cross body. Inhale, rise up, last time. This time we crunch center, holding here as that knee hovers over the mat. Then the foot steps through, find lunge. Back heel pivots down. Inhale, arms sweep up, find warrior one pose. From here, go ahead and sink down into the hips. Pull the right hip back, left hip goes forward, so we're square towards the front of the mat. Pressing into the pinky side edge of the back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, arms open up, warrior two. Making sure to glance down, make sure you can see that big toe down there. So our knees not falling in here, but going straight out in one even line, cross body. Inhale, right palm flips up. Take it up and over, reverse warrior. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Inhale, left arm sweeps up and over, extended side angle. Making sure to stay open here, not rolling forward, but lifting. Coming on all the way up to star pose. Fingers and toes reach out to all corners of the earth. Exhale, hands together, Scott squat. Inhale, rise to star. Exhale, pivot those feet around towards the back of the mat. Arms to a T, palms down. Bending into that left knee, warrior two, facing the back. Start to think about that back arm. It sweeps down and takes the hip with you as you come all the way up to warrior one, facing the back of the mat. So reset here, bringing that left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, hands step through, finding Samasthiti, hands heart center standing pose. Inhale, arms sweep up, right leg comes with you. Exhale, cross over, figure four squat. Sinking down into the hips, find a non-moving point to gaze out in front of you, stretching and opening that right hip right here. Inhale, rise, one leg Tadasana. Exhale, foot comes alongside the leg. Open the arms to tree pose. So we're here in a variation of tree. Make sure wherever your foot is placed that it's not putting any pressure on your knee. I find in a flow, it's easier to have the leg lower, and we'll come to a higher tree pose in just a few poses. Inhale, one leg Tadasana, one last time. Flex the foot. Exhale, hands come to the mat, leg goes back, standing splits. Bend that knee. Little pulses up right here, just a tiny press into that heel. Let's do four more, lengthen the chest. Last two. Last one, feet come together. Forward fold, release. Inhale, hands to the shins, half lift. Exhale, step it back to plank pose. And move through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to start that on the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, crunch outside the left tricep. Inhale, come up back center. Exhale, crunch outside the right tricep, cross body. Inhale, rise. Exhale, this time we come right through to the center, holding here. Then stepping that foot through to lunge. Back foot pivots down at an angle. Inhale, arms sweep up. Find that warrior one. Pulling the left hip back, right hip forward. Sinking down into the hips. Pushing down and out onto the pinky side of that back foot. Inhale here. Exhale, open it up to warrior two. Glancing down at that big toe, making sure we can see it. Hips are wide, arms straight out. Flip that left palm. Inhale, bring it up and over. Reverse warrior, side stretch, chest is open. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Top arm sweeps up and over. Side stretch. Inhale, rise to star. Fingers and toes reach up and out. Exhale, squat down. Weight to the hips and heels. Inhale, rise, star pose. Exhale, feet pivot back to the front of the mat, arms to a T, palms down. Bending into that right knee, warrior two. So back facing the front of our mat now. Start thinking about that back hand as it reaches down and brings your hip with you all the way up to warrior one, facing the front of that mat. Place that weight into the outside of the back foot once more. Exhale, hands come together, feet together, Samasthiti, as we reset for one leg Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep up, bring that left leg with you, flex the foot. Exhale, cross in on top of the right knee, sinking down slowly, see this side's tougher for me, to figure four pose. Just noticing where you are. Maybe this pose is easy, maybe it's quite a challenge. You can always place a chair in front of you as well, if you want something to hold on to. Rise tall. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, open up to tree pose. So again, low tree or high tree if you can, but no pressure going onto that knee. Palms facing each other, nice open chest, tree pose. Inhale here, one leg Tadasana, foot flexes. Exhale, hands down, leg stays high, standing splits. Square those hips, bend the knee. Left foot pulls up for 8. Little slow, tiny lift here. Working the standing leg, gaining ankle strength, muscles in the legs and the glutes. We've got 4 more little presses. 3, 2, and 1. Bring those feet together. Find that nice release. Feet down, forward fold. Inhale, hands to the shins, half lift. Exhale, step it back to plank pose. And then lower all the way, or maybe just to hover. Inhale, slide through, upward facing dog. Exhale, tip over the toes. Downward facing dog. We're going to move that whole flow, one breath, one movement, and then we'll be onto our mat. Inhale, right leg lifts tall. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, release. Exhale, crunch outside the right tricep, and then come right back up. Exhale, crunch to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch center. And then the foot steps down. Back heel pivots down. Inhale, arms sweep up. Warrior one. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Arm up and over. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Top arm sweeps up. Inhale, rise to star. Exhale, hands heart center, sink down. And rise back up. Exhale, pivot around to the back of the mat. Bend into that left knee, warrior two. Inhale, back arm sweeps down. As you come all the way up to warrior one. Exhale, hands together, feet together, Samasthiti. Inhale, rise, one leg Tadasana. Exhale, crossover, figure 4, squat and sink. And then come right back up. Exhale, open that leg to tree pose. Open the chest, lift. Inhale, find that one leg Tadasana once more. Exhale, hands to the mat, leg stays high. This time we inhale here. Exhale, bend the knee. And then bring the feet together. So skipping those little pulses here. Inhale, hands to the shins, half lift. Extend the spine. Exhale, walk it back to plank pose. Lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, slide through. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've got one more side to go, friends. Body should be feeling nice and warm. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Then extend right here. Inhale. Exhale, crunch outside the left tricep. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, crunch outside the right tricep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come center. Step through. Back foot pivots down at an angle. Arms sweep up, find that warrior one pose. Then exhale, open it up to warrior two. Inhale, top arm comes up and over, reverse. Exhale, forearms to thigh. Extended side angle, bicep towards the ear. Then rise center, star pose. Exhale, squat. Inhale, star. Exhale, pivot around back to the front of your mat, palms down, bending into that right knee, warrior two. Back arm sweeps down, brings it all the way up to warrior one. Exhale, arms circle down, feet step together, hands heart center, Salutation Beam. Inhale, one leg Tadasana. Exhale, cross, figure four, squat. I find that sometimes it's easier to move through these balance poses a little quicker as well. Exhale, hands to, oh, we forgot the tree. Exhale, open it up to tree pose, open chest. Inhale, arms come up, knee center. Exhale, bring it all the way down to the mat. Bend the knee. Then find that forward fold, last vinyasa, friends. Inhale, hands to the shins, half lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. Lower just to hover over that mat. Inhale, slide through. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna keep the heat that we've gained through that flow so far. Work into some strengthening poses. And then we're going to come down into some seated and finishing poses on the mat. Nice relaxing finish today. All right, we're gonna open it up to side plank. Variations for side plank include one knee down, or you can come all the way down to the forearm. It's up to you. All right, we're gonna show side plank today and stacking those feet. Inhale, foot comes up to tree pose. Back to our tree. All right. Pulling up through the obliques here, strengthening the legs, reaching out through the arm. All right, see if you can lift that top leg. Then pivot over to plank pose, keeping that leg lifted. Optional push up here, one leg up and rise back up. All right, find a child's pose, quick break. Hips back to the heels. Chest relaxes on the thighs. We're going to take that through to the other side. I'm going to turn around for you guys. All right, so starting in that plank pose, bringing the left hand to the center of the mat this time. Open it up to side plank. Find your version. Optional one knee down, optional going onto the forearm. Start to lift that top leg into tree, lifting up through the hips and engaging those obliques. Breathe through it here. This is our big strengthening pose of the class today. And lift that top leg out. Exhale, rotate around. Find that plank leg lifted. And give you one push-up right here. And rise. This time you hold the plank, and no matter where you were in that side plank, we're all gonna go down onto the forearms, parallel forearms right here. Pressing back into those heels. All right, just a couple little opens to side plank here, support it. And then come right back down. Opening through to the other side. Just once more each side. Lift up. And lift up. All right, friends, we are lowering ourselves down onto the mat. Slide through to the forearms, palms down. Find a nice relaxing Sphinx pose here. So the body weight is resting on the mat. The chest is gently lifted. Just noticing how warm and open your body feels, how much strength that we have just worked through. Exhale, lower down to the mat, stack the palms, and then just rest one cheek to the mat, relaxing through the shoulders here and through the belly. Inhale, gaze comes forward. Start to lift those back legs, reach the fingertips towards the front of the room. Exhale, bring the arms back behind you, clasp fingers, and lift up a little bit more, opening the chest. Holding here for 3 breaths. Start to connect your breath with your mind right here. Inhaling slow through the nose, exhale through the nose. Next, exhale, hands come back here, palms stack. Just rest your opposite cheek to the mat. Quick break for the body. Inhale, gaze comes center. This time, everything lifts up. Then as you exhale, bend the knees. Maybe you can grab onto those feet, maybe not. Just reach back wherever you are. As you find those feet or your fullest extension back, inhale, lift the chest, lift the knees, pressing the soles, pressing the tops of the feet into the palms, bow pose. Focusing today on those balancing poses as you root down to the earth, also lifting up to the sky. Exhale, release. Hands right next to the chest. Press it up and back to hero pose, seated right here. All right, we're going to keep the knees in front of us. You can sit on the sit bones, on the heels, or come all the way down to the mat, your choice. This is also a great one to have a block right under the sit bones. Inhale, arms sweep up. Then exhale, just take an open arm twist to one side, gentle here. Gazing back towards the back shoulder. Opening up the side of the neck. And come back, center, release. Inhale, arms sweep up one more time. This time taking that open arm twist to the other side as you gaze back. Gaze comes center. Inhale one more time up. This time fill up completely with air. Exhale, release, arms behind the back. Clasping fingers one more time. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold into rabbit. Deeply restorative forward fold here. Just letting the arms relax. Fingers can stay clasped or come all the way down along the sides. Deepening into this fold. Coming back to our center. Coming back to our grounded space right here on the mat. Knowing that the mat is always there for you. No matter what is going on in your life, you can always find that peaceful, centered space by connecting breath and body together. One more inhale and exhale here. Start to rise up. Then we're going to move towards the back of our mat. Legs go out long and lower all the way down one vertebra at a time. Once you reach the bottom, arms sweep up. Good morning stretch. Fingers and toes reach to opposite sides of the room. Exhale, arms down along the sides, feet walk in. I'm going to take a couple variations on bridge pose here. As you inhale, start to lift the center of the body, just rising up as you lift through the hip flexors, through the glutes. So once again, rooting down towards the earth as you rise tall. It's such a good feeling in the body and in the mind to be rooted and lifted at the same time. Holding bridge pose. Knees can be at a comfortable distance here. I like to have mine about hips distance apart, maybe a little closer. You can do what feels good for you. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Find a nice full extension. Then exhale, everything lowers down towards the mat. Hug the knees to the chest. Lower spine relaxes as you take some gentle rolls right here. And feet go down along the sides. Inhale, lift to bridge. Second variation of 3. Bringing those hands together, clasp underneath the body. Pressing down into the earth with the arms, lifting the legs tall. Finding that centered point to gaze at right in front of you. Also important to not look around the room in these poses where we're placing any pressure on the neck, keeping that neutral spine. Exhale, release. Hug the knees to the chest one more time. Gentle rocks right here. Last variation, friends, I'll give you 2 options. This time, inhale, lift. Option 1, lifting onto the toes, hands support the low back. Pressing up into the low back, holding here. Other option, placing the hands by the head, fingertips point towards the shoulders. Walk the feet in. Inhale, lift tall. Full variation, full expression. Bridge pose. Couple breaths here. Exhale, lower slowly to the mat, letting the spine rest in a neutral space to reset. All right, hug those knees to the chest. Massage the back, gentle rolls. Coming into our final pose in Shavasana today. Final poses. Reaching through the knees to the outsides of the feet. Lengthen the tailbone down, opening up the legs. Finding happy baby pose. Soles of the feet going high. You can take some gentle rolls here as well. Exhale, feet come together. Then lowering all the way down to the mat. Legs go long. Inhale, arms sweep up. Last time. Good morning stretch. Then hug just the right knee in towards the chest. Point the toe. Right arm releases out to the side. Then pull that leg across your body. Open to supine twist. Legs fall to the left. Gaze goes over to the right. And if this one's a little too intense, you can bring both legs and both knees together. Holding here, 2 more breaths. Maybe even closing the eyes or softening the gaze. And come back center. Hug both knees into the chest. Then extend only the right leg down this time. From here, left arm opens to a T. Pull that left knee across your body to the right as you gaze over to the left. Finding supine twist on the other side. And always being fine with taking any variations that you need day by day. Accepting your body for where it's at in this moment. Coming back center. One last hug in. This time chin comes up. Flex the feet tight. Yogi ball. Inhale. Exhale, release everything out to Shavasana, final resting pose of the practice. Legs are open, palms are open, everything relaxes down into the earth. Finding that peaceful place. Thoughts can float by without paying too much attention to them. Just enjoying these last quiet moments here that are such a precious time in our busy lives. Allowing your body to melt into the mat, starting from the crown of the head, softening through the face, shoulders release and relax. Feel a nice relaxing warmth and peace spreading through the arms all the way down to the fingertips. Chest and heart soften, belly sinks in. Hips and legs are heavy, feeling that same warmth sliding all the way down the body, all the way out until it caresses the toes to leave. Finding a couple quiet breaths here. Option to stay in the Shavasana for as long as you need today. Or if you're ready, you can start bringing in small movements to the fingers and toes. Opening the eyes softly, bringing awareness back to your body and back to the space. Bringing that movement into the wrists and ankles with gentle rolls. And then eventually bending the knees and rolling onto one side, supporting the head here. Pressing the palm down into the mat, rise up into gentle seated pose. Crossing the legs right here. Inhale, arms sweep up gently, palms touch at the top. Exhale, bring it down into your heart space. One more breath here, rise up. Fill up, exhale, come center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's practice and that you can carry some peace, love, and light with you throughout your week. Namaste.